Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are a brand new subscriber or a brand new viewer. My name is Kyle and today we're going to be reviewing The Black Phone. This is the latest horror thriller directed by Scott Derickson and stars Ethan Hawke as a child kidnapper during the late 1970s who ends up kidnapping a 15-year-old boy. And while the 15-year-old boy is held in captive, he must find clever ways in order to escape the killer. That's all that I really want to talk about in terms of the plot, because going into this movie, I went into it blind. I knew that brief plot synopsis and I saw maybe a 15-second trailer, so I knew it was going to be a thriller of some sort, but I didn't know what was going to come after that. Now, when it comes to thrillers, and particularly thrillers involving serial killers, I love them. I love films like Seven and Zodiac. I also love watching the docudramas on Netflix like the John Wayne Gacy tapes or The Night Stalker. I have no idea what that says about me as a person, but I love those films because they just keep me in a grip, in a relentless grip the entire time, and they don't let me go. And we can now add The Black Phone to the list because I thought this movie was excellent. I absolutely was riveted by this film. One of the things I immediately loved about this film was the way it was shot. It does feel like a film of the era of the late 1970s. It takes place in 1978 respectively. And even though you can't get that sort of grainy look to perfection, the way that they actually just held on a shot, or the way that they used a Steadicam, they used everything sparingly. There was never any of that CGI push-in shots. They didn't need any of that. They just had to tell the story. The acting in this movie is absolutely top-notch. Mason Thames, who plays the boy in the film, is excellent. You can feel the fear in his eyes in every single scene and his desperate attempt to escape the situation that seems inescapable. It really puts you in the perspective of the character and their plight to escape. The movie this reminded me of the most was definitely 10 Cloverfield Lane. Anybody that's known me for a long time, you guys know my opinion on that film. This movie follows a similar vein in it that it is a claustrophobic thriller which features an inescapable situation. Ethan Hawke was great as the villain in this movie because I hated him every time he was on screen. Just like with everyone else who's going to see this movie, he was just a despicable character, and he played it to a T. The actors who played the detectives were also really good, but definitely the highlight of this movie is Madeleine McGraw, who plays the boy's sister. This girl is hilarious in this movie. She has got a mouth on her, just does not give a damn about anyone's feelings. She'll just say whatever is on her mind. And I loved her connection to the main character. I'm not going to give anything away, but I thought the way they handled it in the movie was really good. This movie is definitely inspired by late 1970s serial killers such as John Wayne Gacy. But the way the film does it is a way that feels very unique, and it feels like a movie that we just don't really get to see anymore. And that's what I really value about a film like The Black Phone. It's a movie that has an era, and it's specific to that era. The music choices are great, and they fit the era because they take place where the era is set in. The product placement is great too. Everything about it feels authentic. And even though I wasn't born in 1978, obviously, I definitely have talked to people who were alive in that era, and everything seems to fit very well. I saw it in a completely packed auditorium, and man, was it a great experience. Everybody was completely into the movie, and it has what is, hands down, the best jump scare I have seen in recent memory. It scared the shit out of me and everyone else in that auditorium. It was outstanding. I'm not telling anyone what it is, but my God, when you see it, it literally is going to make you jump. This movie does pretty much everything right. I would only say that I have one issue with the movie, and to try to not spoil it as best I can, there's a character who gets introduced, not at the beginning of the film, but they get introduced a little bit later on. And the impression that you're given is they're very, very smart, and that's how I was thinking about it. But as you learn more and more about the villain and what he does and who he is, it kind of makes that character a bit stupid. But aside from that, guys, this movie was excellent, and it's showing that this movie is impressing audiences because I think it's made over $100 million worldwide, and off a $15 million budget, that's over 6 times its budget. So the movie is a success, and I hope that it is a continued success because it was excellent. I'm giving The Black Phone a solid A. I will state, if you're not a fan of thrillers or serial killer movies that feature kidnappings, This is not the movie for you, but for everyone else, man, go and see this movie because they deserve your money. This was a damn good movie. If you have seen the movie, what did you think about it? Let me know down in the comment section below. In the meantime, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and give this video a like. All the links to my social media pages can be found in the description box below, as well as my new business website, kjgpictures.com, also in the description box below. I thank you all so much as always for watching, and stay tuned.